Hello and welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today I'm going to be doing a collective reading. But for those of you who are new to the circle, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every single day. If you're looking for short tarot readings, I post on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube Shorts every single day. And if you're looking for personal services or personal readings, I offer them through my website, innercircleguidance.com. So let's find out what you need to know today. All right. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Tower. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Lovers. We have the King of Cups. And then the Ten of Swords fell out. So we already have 10-10 on the table right there. 10-10 has to do with change, has to do with certain doors being closed so better ones can open. Also has to do with ending of cycles here. All right, so I'm going to take a moment to channel this message. Okay. This is what I'm getting here. You have healed quite a bit from some sort of ending, some sort of disappointment that happened in the past. And you've managed to gain more happiness than you had in the past, but there's still something missing here. You still haven't quite gotten everything that you want. And that's inciting you to make some changes, to start asking why and asking questions. And it's putting you on a journey of spiritual awakening that is going to lead you towards having all of your abundance in all the areas of your life, having that fulfillment, having a loving partner, having a career that's very fulfilling, being able to travel if that's something that you really wanted to do, just being able to really prioritize all areas of your life. But what I'm seeing here, there's still some choices where it comes to relationships that this is tied to. There's still some mastering of our emotions that need to happen in terms of relationships that this is tied to. So let's get a couple more cards here. Interesting. We have two kings on the table here. So we have the King of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. You are stepping into an energy where you are being more nurturing, but also where you are preventing yourself from getting taken advantage of. You're getting your finances in order. You are learning how to be a provider for your family and or for yourself. And you're planting the seeds towards that future. But what I'm seeing here is that you're still struggling with either self-love, self-worth, or both. And it's because you're still looking back at certain things in the past and you're missing certain aspects of it, of the lesson that was meant to be learned. And it could be simply that you haven't learned the lesson of letting go. You have to let go of old, outdated things. You have to let go of things that are no longer serving you, of negative energies, in order to make space for all the positive things that you want to bring into your life. Being negative or trying to resist change or trying to force situations to happen or certain people to be a certain way requires a lot of energy that could be directed elsewhere. And the main lesson that I'm hearing that you need to learn is that you can't find your future if you're living in your past. And so you're being asked to release certain things about your past, certain endings, certain ideas, certain ways of doing things, certain ways of solving problems, certain ways of setting goals. You're being asked to step into a new lifestyle. When you make major changes like this, it's a lifestyle change. It's not, oh, I'm going to do it for a little bit and then I'm going to go back to what I was doing. It's a lifestyle change. You are being asked to transform your life, become the person that you want to be and that you need to be for yourself. And part of that is letting go of the past and moving forward from the illusions of the past and the fights of the past, the way you viewed yourself in the past, and changing that mindset and that lifestyle to align with your highest good and the things that you want to manifest in your life. So let's get a couple more cards here. I'm just going to take 3 more cards. What are some specific areas in your past that maybe you're struggling with here that you need to put some focus on or need to release? What are 3 areas in your life that need focus, attention, or to be released? We have the Queen of Wands. We have Strength. Wow, that's very on the nose. We have the 4 of Cups. Okay. Ironically, this is giving me overall, you need to release what's no longer serving you vibes. But I asked what areas of your life needed more attention or needed to be released. And I was thinking it was going to give me 3 cards talking about 3 different topics. But actually, what I'm getting here is that something that you need to release is instant gratification. And you have the strength to be patient. You also have the strength to move forward in a different way. But I'm hearing that in the past, if you look at situations from your past, if you look at endings, part of it has to do with being impatient. When you try to force situations to happen, it's because you want something so badly. And what ends up happening is you grasp onto it so tightly that the energy dies. And then there's no flow. And so what happens is it just stagnates and then eventually nothing happens. And that makes you more frustrated and more impatient So then you start holding on tighter and you try to force things, and you end up spending all this energy trying to force things into happening and trying to force things that are becoming obstacles instead of focusing on flow and the things that are maybe better suited for you. That you end up wasting a lot of energy manifesting things that you actually don't even want in your life because you're trying to force them to be a certain way, or you're trying to force people to be a certain way. You have to start accepting situations for what they are, not what you want them to be. You've got to start accepting relationships and people for what they are and not for what you want them to be. That is the main thing that seems to be holding you back. And part of that, of the instant gratification of being impatient, goes along too with validation. So fire signs and fire energy in particular can struggle a lot with validation. And this comes from a place of needing to figure out how to harness your self-worth and your self-love. Now, if you are a fire sign and you're struggling with that, you also need to look at your ego and your pride. Are your ego and your pride getting in the way of things? Because the Strength card is a Leo card, and Leo struggles with that a lot in particular because people think Leos are so courageous. They're so outgoing, and they are outgoing, but Leos in particular, Leo energy, can be very prideful. It can be very egotistical when it leans in the more negative direction. But Leos can also be extremely outgoing, extremely great leaders, very loving, very caring, very honest, as long as they don't fall into the trap of allowing their ego and pride to rule their lives. Because when that happens, they end up searching for validation anywhere they can get it. And so that being said, if you're struggling with that kind of energy, you need to work on your self-worth and your self-love. And you need to find out, what is the thing that's standing in your way of your self-worth and your self-love? Is it your ego and your pride? Is it your need for external validation? Is it your need for instant gratification? Start asking yourself different questions here. If you're struggling with relationships, start asking questions that'll give you different ways of looking at things. You know, do you want affection, or do you want to be shown unconditional love? Do you want to be valued in a relationship for being who you truly are, or for the successes in your life? Start asking different questions, and it'll start giving you answers to where some of these things that you haven't released are coming from. And start saying no to that which is no longer serving you. Start saying no to those people, those situations, those mindsets, those thought processes, those old and outdated habits, the things that are holding you back, the fear that's keeping you from stepping forward. Start saying no to those things and making space for the things that you do want in your life. So this is your reading. If it resonated with you, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment your affirmation down in the comments below. And your affirmation for this reading is, I am releasing my past so that I can step into my future. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every single day. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.